don't know how the sound goes. जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजना यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजना यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजना यमुना तीरवनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधा माधव जय राधा माधव ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथा वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नम वन्देऽहं श्री नम ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो महापदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरत्रिषे नमः हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नीलाचलनिवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्रसुभद्राभ्यां श्रीजगन्नाथाय ते नमः दोर्भ्यां शोभितलाङ्गलं समुसलं कादम्बरी चञ्चलं रत्नाढ्यम्बरकुण्डलं भुजबलेर् आक्रान्तभूमण्डलं वज्राभामलचारुगण्डजुगलं नागेन्द्रचूडोज्ज्वलं सङ्ग्रामे चपलं शशाङ्कधवलं श्रीकामपालं भजे नीलाद्रौ शङ्खमध्ये सदलकमले रत्नसिंहासनस्थो सर्वालङ्कारयुक्तं नवघनरुचिरं संयुतं चाग्रजेन भद्राया वामभागे रथचरणयुतं ब्रह्मरुद्रेन्द्रवन्द्यं वेदानां सारमीशं स्वजनपरिवृतं ब्रह्मदारुं स्मरामि नानाभूषणभूषितां समनसाम् आनन्दकल्लोलिनीं फुल्लन्दीवर नीललोलनयनां श्रीरामकृष्णानुजां भक्ताभीष्टवरप्रदानकुशलां त्रैलोक्यसम्बोहिनीं देवेशीं भवदुःखदासमनीं देवीं सुभद्रां भजे सुदर्शनमहाज्वालभनन्दानां वैकुण्ठप्रदर्शक जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा मुखम करोति वाचालं पंगुल मुखे गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्री गुरु जनतारणे परमानंद श्री चैतन्य so you can if you want to recite you can recite this verse. I don't have the book. I told Prabhuji that I'll directly go to Rath Yatra topic. Na Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, chapter 9, text number 15. नाहं विभेज्य जिततेति भयानकास्य जिह्वार्कनेत्रभ्रुकुटीरभसोग्रदंष्ट्रात् आन्त्रः स्रजः क्षतजकेशरशङ्कुकर्णा निह्राद भीतदिगिभा दिगिभात अरिभिन् नखाग्रात् नाहं विभेज्य जिततेति भयानकास्य जिह्वार्कनेत्रभृकुटीरभसोग्रदंस्तात् आन्त्रस्रजः क्षतजकेशरशङ्कुकर्णा निह्रादिभीतदिगिभादरिभिन्न भिन्नखाग्रात् नाहं विभेज्य जिततेऽभिभयानकास्य जिह्वार्कनेत्रभ्रुकुटीरभसोग्रदंष्ट्रात् आन्त्रस्रजः क्षतजकेशरशङ्कुकर्णा निहाद्रभीतिजिभारि भिन्ननख अहं विभेम्य Bibhemi, am afraid. Ajita, O supreme victorious person, who are never conquered by anyone. Te, yo, ati, very much. Bhayanaka, fearful. Asya, mouth. Jihva, tongue. Arkanetra, eyes shining like the sun. Bhrukuti, throwing brow. Rabhasa, strong. Ugradamstrat, ferocious teeth. Antasrajaha, garlanded by intestine. Shataja, bloody. Keshara, mange. Sankukarnat, wage-like ears. Nisrada, by roaring sound caused by you. Bhita, frightened. Digibhat, from which even the great elephant, Paribhit, piercing the enemy. Nakhagrat, the tips of whose nails. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, the Prabhupada. My Lord, who are never conquered by anyone, I am certainly not afraid of your ferocious mouth and tongue. Your eyes bright like the sun of your frowning eyebrows. I do not fear your sharp, pinching teeth, your garland of intestines, your man soaked with blood, and your high, wedge-like ears. Nor do I fear your tumultuous roaring, which makes elephants flee to distant places, or your nails, which are meant to kill your enemies. Purport. Lord Nrsimhadeva's fierce appearance was certainly most dangerous for the non-devotees. But for Prahlad Maharaj, such a fearful appearance was not at all disturbing. The lion is very fearsome for other animals, but its cubs are not at all afraid of the lion. The water of the sea is certainly great food for all the living entities on the land, but within the sea, even the small fish is unafraid. Why? Because the small fish has taken shelter of the big ocean. It is said that although great elephants are taken away by the flowing waters of the river, small fish swim opposite the current. Therefore, although the Lord sometimes assumes a fierce appearance to kill the Duskritis, the devotees worship him. Kesavadhrita Narhari Rupa Jaya Jagadish Hare. The devotees always takes pleasure in worshipping the Lord and glorifying the Lord in any form, either pleasing or fierce. So, definitely everybody was scared by seeing the Lord, very fearful. Even Lakshmi Devi couldn't dare to face him, but to speak of Brahma, Shiva, and all others. So finally they said, Prahlad, because of you, the Lord has appeared. It's better that you go, otherwise we are all in trouble. And Prahlad Maharaj was completely fearless because he knows, because he is a devotee, so for him, the Lord was not fearful. For other people, for the Duskritinas, yes, he is very fearful. While the Lord was actually moving his head like this, so that time, because of the hair, the movement of the hair, you know, the vimanas of the demigods were scattered here and there. So fearful. But Prahlad Maharaj was not fearful. So the devotees, by taking shelter at the lotus feet of Narasimhadev, they also become fearless. Okay. But then, the next sloka, he's talking why he and what is fearful for him. O most powerful, insurmountable Lord, who are kind, who are kind to the fallen souls, I have been put into the association of the demons as a result of any activities, and therefore I am very much afraid of my condition of life within this material world. When will that moment come? When you will come to me, the shelter of your lotus feet? When you will call me to the shelter of your lotus feet from conditional soul? So he's very much afraid of the association of the materialistic persons, and is very much uh, afraid of the material situations. So anyway, but the Lord is very kind. I'll directly come to the point of Ratha Yatra, which I wanted to speak. The Lord actually in Nrisimha, he appeared before Jagannath came into existence, before the form of Jagannath came into existence. Lord Nrisimha was being worshipped by the devotees. Till the temple is there. And after that, Lord Jagannath form Daru Brahma appeared. Now also, they worship Lord Jagannath with the Narasimha mantra. Umugram Viram Mahavishnum Jalantam Sarvato Mukham Nisimbham Vishanam Bhatram Prityurmitya Namamyam. That is the mantra they use for worshipping Lord Jagannath. At one point, Lord Jagannath assumed the form of Narasimhadev in front of Indradumna. He was such a great devotee, but still he was completely perplexed. He was very fearful. Then he was asking Lord Brahma, what is happening? Lord is very fearful. Then Brahma said, actually, so that you don't take him easily, don't take him into granted. Lord is very merciful, but at the same time, he can be dangerous also. So take Lord Jagannath, you have to always take Lord Jagannath in a very serious way, not in a light manner. You serve Lord Jagannath very nicely. So you can see that the same Lord Jagannath is how kind to the devotees. And one of the kindest example of Lord Jagannath is his Ratha Yatra. Lord Jagannath has got gift packages for everyone who participates in Ratha Yatra. When we talk about the gifts, everybody gets interested. Matajis are the first one to like to know what kind of gift Lord Jagannath has kept for them. Ladies first. Let us consider their point of view or their concern, needs, interest, and concern. So this is what we are going to start with. It is said in the Shastra, it's compiled by Sanatana Goswami. And Sanatana Goswami compiled Haribhakti Vilas. This is our constitution actually. And Mahaprabhu wanted to go, he was going to Vrindavan, and he wanted to actually compile the Smriti Shastra. Smriti Shastras were there. Those who follow the Smritis, they are known as Smartas. But then Mahaprabhu wanted to make the Smriti Shastra, or it is not that he is creating new, whatever is there already in the Vedic literatures, in the scriptures, is like the ocean. So he just picked up what is most important, what is most useful for the Vaishnavas. In the Vedic literatures also, the worship of the demigods are there. And the Smartas, they worship the demigods as the equal to and independent of Lord Vishnu. But at the same time, it is also mentioned that you cannot do so. If you do so, then what happens? You commit number 2 offenses against the chanting of the holy name. So Mahaprabhu, he wanted to compose, he wanted to actually compile the Smriti Shastra by himself. And there are 2 reasons why he wanted to come to Vrindavan. One thing is that compile the Smriti Shastras, and second is to restore the lost holy places of Vrindavan. Then somehow or other, he couldn't come to Vrindavan. Nityananda Prabhu blocked him. He misdirected him. So Mahaprabhu finally came to Santipur. Then Lord Nityananda made the arrangement, and Mother Sachi came there. The Mother Sachi is telling to Lord Chaitanya, my dear child, your elder brother, Vishwarup, took sannyas. And because of that, your father left his body early. And I do not know where is Vishwarup. So far, I have no information. And when your father left the body, I wanted to also die. I wanted to also leave the body. I did not do so because by seeing you, somehow or other I could console myself. Now you have taken sannyas. How am I going to leave? There's no hope for me. So please do not go to Vrindavan. Vrindavan is very, very far. Then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Mother, whatever you want me to do, I'll do. Mahaprabhu was so surrendered. If Sachimata would have told her, you come to Navadvip, stay with me, give up your sannyas order, Mahaprabhu could have done so. I mean, in the way he was telling, it meant that. Then again, Sachimata is telling, no, I'm not telling you to give up sannyas. If you come to Navadvip and stay with us, definitely I'll be the most happy person. All the people of Navadvip will be very, very happy. But at the same time, I'm worried about one thing. A sannyasi, when he comes back to the home and again accepts the Grihastha order and stays with his family members, then definitely there will be criticism. Bantasi, that means a person who vomits then again takes it back. That type of criticism for you, I'll not be able to tolerate. So I don't want to put you in trouble, in dharma sankata. Remain sannyasi. Never mind whatever sufferings that is there in our karma, we will suffer. But my dear child, do not go far places and stay somewhere like Vrindavan. It's very far. Jagannath Puri is also a dham. You go there to Jagannath Puri. Most of the people of Bengal, they go to Jagannath Puri to have darshan of Lord Jagannath. So when the Bengali devotees will go to Puri, they'll have darshan of Jagannath, and they will have also, they'll be able to get your darshan also. Then I'll come to know about you. And by getting your news, somehow or other I can stay alive. So Mahaprabhu said, Yatha Agyamate, whatever you desire. Then Mahaprabhu came to Puri. Jagannatha Swami Nayana Padagami Bhavatume. He came to Puri. So later on, what happened? One of his dearest followers, Sanatana Goswami, came to Puri. And Sanatana Goswami, while he was coming from Vrindavan, he had to go through a very serious disease. He has this Kondurasa. It means, I don't know, some itching and what do you say Kondurasa in English? But itching. So The pus and the blood, the contaminated blood was coming out because, while he was coming, he was not able to get proper food, even water also. So like that. So he was thinking, and the body was very smelly. Then he was thinking, what is the use? I cannot meet Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I cannot go to nearer to him. Also, the Pandas will be walking on the grand road. I cannot even walk there. I'm so contaminated. First of all, I'm a Muslim. I'm a Yavana, because he was considering himself a Yavana. And now I have this condition of my body. So he was thinking of committing suicide. He was thinking of actually leaving his body under the wheel of the chariot. That was in his mind. There was a determination. He never disclosed to anybody. But somehow or other, he had to wait up to that moment. So he came to Puri. He was thinking where to stay. Okay, I'll go and stay with Haridas Thakur. Because Haridas Thakur is our Jat Bhai. And we belong to the same caste. That was the idea. So he was staying there. So one time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came there. As soon as Sanatana Goswami came to know that Mahaprabhu is coming to the cottage of Haridas Thakur, immediately left that place, went far. Mahaprabhu was sitting in Haridas Thakur cottage, and Sanatana Goswami, he was paying his obeisances quite far, something like 100 meters or so. Haridas Thakur noticed that. Then he told Lord Chaitanya, my dear Lord, Sanatana is paying his obeisances to you. And immediately Chaitanya Mahaprabhu becomes so excited. Oh, my Sanatan has come. Oh, my Sanatan, Sanatan, come, 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 come. And Sanatan Goswami was not agreed to come. He was denying. Oh, no, my Lord, no, no, no. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ran towards him. And he was pushing himself back. He was going back. Oh, Sanatan. Then finally, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so excited. Then he embraced Lord Chaitanya. Sorry, he embraced Sanatan. And because of that, the pus and the contaminated blood, practically it was smeared on his body. And Sanatana Goswami was telling, oh my dear Lord, why did you do so? I'm so contaminated, so contaminating. If I knew that you are going to do such type of, you are going to behave like this, I would have not even come to Puri. I'm untouchable. I'm so sinful. And Mahaprabhu, you see what has happened to your body now? Mahaprabhu said, my dear child, just like a mother, do not hesitate to take the child on her lap, even if the child passes stool and urine. He takes that situation in a very comfortable way. Similarly, when I'm embracing and all these things are coming onto my body, it is like the smearing of chandana. You see? So why you think so? After all this, he was glorifying, Sanatana Goswami in a different way. Then he started to scold. Just see Haridas. What kind of stupid person this Sanatan? Haridas Thakur was, what happened? You see, he has surrendered unto me with his body, mind, and intelligence. So his body does not belong to him anymore. His body is my property. Who is this? Who is he to destroy the property of others? He thinks that by committing suicide, he's going to achieve something. If that happens, that I am ready to commit so many times suicide. By committing suicide, one cannot get the perfection of life. Then Lord Chaitanya is telling to Haridas Thakur, whatever I wanted to achieve, whatever I wanted to accomplish by going to Vrindavan, the main thing I wanted to compile this Smriti Shastra and restore the holy places. I couldn't do so because for different reasons. Nityananda Prabhu blocked me, then mother told me to come to Puri, so I couldn't go there. So the same thing I wanted to accomplish through Sanatan Goswami. And Sanatan is now thinking of committing suicide. What is this? Then Haridas Thakur was telling, oh my Lord, you wanted to achieve something great from Sanatan. Sanatan Goswami is so glorious. Sanatan is so important. Sanatan, his life is successful. They wanted to achieve something from him, accomplish something. I am so useless. I couldn't do any seva to you. So in that way, he was striking his chest and trying to break his head and pulling his sikha or whatever. And in that case, Sanatana Goswami is telling to Haridas, no, Haridas Thakur, why do you say so? Achar kore na keho, na kore prachar, prachar kore na keho, na kore achar, achar prachar name koro dui karjo, tumi jagoter guru, tumi bodo arjo. So you are preaching Krishna, you are preaching the holy name, about the glories of the holy name, and you are also practicing to chant the holy name 3 lakhs times a day. You have risked your life. The Yavanas, the Ghatakas, the Jallhats, under the instructions of the Kaji, they have tried to kill you in 22 marketplaces. Till then, you are merciful unto them. You are always praying to the Lord to forgive their offenses. You didn't take any offense. Anyway, the situation is that then Sanatana Goswami came to know the situation, what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted from him. So later on, he was also asking, please give me the guidelines. How am I going to compile this Smriti Shastra, Smriti, Vaishnava Smriti? And then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave him the guidance, the contents of the book. Then Sanatana Goswami came to Vrindavan. Later on, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he came to South India, he inspired Gopal Bhatta Goswami to come to Vrindavan. Then he kept Gopal Goswami under the guidance of Sanatana Goswami and Rupa Goswami. So Gopal Bhatta was so small that time, quite smaller than Sanatana Goswami. So then Sanatana Goswami gave the guideline to Gopal Bhatta Goswami, and Gopal Bhatta Goswami took the trouble of actually choose the slokas and compiled that book. And Sanatana Goswami has given his own commentary on practically most of the slokas. And Sanatana Goswami was so great. Generally, when we write a book, we would like to put our name big way. Somebody has to put the name of the author. So when that came, Sanatana Goswami, Gopal Bhatta Goswami was very much sure that he will be putting the name of Sanatana Goswami. And Sanatana Goswami, no. You put your name. That is why, although the mastermind was Sanatana Goswami and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but it appears on the book they're compiled by Gopal Bhatta Goswami. So these Vaishnava Smritis are very, very important. Apart from the big philosophy, some common rituals for the devotees to follow there. And these rituals are not, the rituals, karmakandas. This will enhance the bhakti. So he's compiling, and I'm just reciting some of the slokas written by, compiled by Srila Sanatana Goswami and Gopal Bhatta Goswami regarding the glories of the Rath Yatra. So we were talking about the Matajis. Let us see what Shastra says about them. It says, the Striyopi Muktimayanti Rath Yatra Parayanaha. Those who are committed to Rath Yatra, the Matajis, those who are committed to Rath Yatra, they do some service, small or big, cooking, decorating the chariot, dressing the deities, doing kirtan, bhajan, playing some instruments, or pulling the chariot, or having darshan of Lord Jagannath, and offering stutis, any kind of service they do. If they are committed to the Rath Yatra, then not only they get delivered from the pangs of this material world, from Janma, Mrityu, Jara and Vyadhi. After getting liberated from this type of situations, they go back to Krishna Loka, Golok Vrindavanam, Hari Mandiram, or Vaikuntha, whatever. You see? But then they can also take back with them three kulas. Pitri, Matri, Bhartrikulam, Nayanti, Hari Mandiram. Pitrikula is like her father, grandfather, great grandfather, Pita, Pitamaha, Prapitamaha, Bruddha, Prapitamaha. And also mother and no, and yeah, mother and the Matrikula. The Matrikula means, the Matamaha, mother's father, mother's grandfather, mother's great grandfather, mother's great great grandfather, Matamaha, Pramatamaha, Buddha Pramatamaha. They can take care of that. And with their wives. And all other in the generations. Then Bhartrikulam, the dynasty of his husband, of her husband, the father-in-law, and like that. So the three kulas, they can deliver them, they can take them to Hari Mandiram, Golok Vrindavan. You see. And the glories of having darshan of Lord Jagannath. The famous verse everyone knows, the Rathetu Bhamanam Drishtva Punarjanman Abhidyate. If you take darshan of Bhamanam Dev, then there is no Punarjanma. So why Lord Jagannath is being addressed here as Bhamana Dev? Because he is Jagannath. So if he wants to fit himself somewhere in a chariot, the chariot has to be bigger than the Jagat. But that is not possible. We have to fit Lord Jagannath in a very small chariot. So he has to, somehow or other, he has to become like Bhamanam. Small. So easily we can put him into the chariot. So if you see the Lord Jagannath in the form of Bhamanadev, in a very small form, then there is no birth and death and disease and old age. Over. And here it is said that Yam Yam Damodara Pasyed Utthito Dharanidharaha Tam Tam Pradesham Rajendra Sarva Swargaya Kalpayet. So when the Lord is riding, when the Lord is boarded on the chariot, who? Lord Damodara. Again here, why is called Damodara Lord Jagannath? You see, I was just speculating. See, sometimes speculation is also allowed if it is according to the, situation. Lord Damodara, Mother Jasoda bound one rope on the waist of Damodar, Krishna. So he is known as Damodara. But if you see Lord Jagannath, in how many ropes he is being tied? Everybody has to tie him in his waist, then hand, and then also here on the back, in Senapata, and all over his body there are ropes only in order to protect his body. His waist and everywhere there are ropes, silken ropes. Of course, he's Damodara. There are so many ropes all over his body, and he's being tied. So he's also Jagannath. Then Pasyet Uthito Dharanidhara, along with his brother Dharanidhara Balaram and Subhadra Devi. So when the chariot is rolling in whatever route, that place is considered as Swarga. So many times we make the mistake of thinking Swarga means where Lord Indra is staying. Actually, any higher planets, Bhuvarloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Mahaloka, Satyaloka, Brahmaloka, Vaikuntha Loka is all considered as also Swarga. So it depends by the seers where he wants to go, in which higher planets he wants to go. So according to that, Krishna makes the arrangement. Or you can say that places, wherever people are staying in that route in the both sides or nearby also, because of Lord Jagannath's rolling on that road, that place, you can get that Swarga Sukha, Vaikuntha Sukha, Golaka Sukha. It becomes so important. Then Yabat Padani, then let us talk about the pulling the chariot by holding the ropes. Yabat Padani Krishnasya Rathasya Karshanam Naraha Koroti Kruthavistani Tulyani Naranayakaha. You see. So when you take the chariot by pulling the rope, by holding the rope and pulling the chariot, those places is known as Pratavistani, like a Yajna Vedi, like the Yajna Sthala, or the residence of the Yajna Purusha. It becomes Dham. You understand? Then doing kirtan, playing drums and singing, playing different musical instruments, performing different cultural activities. You see, Kurvanti Nrityamaner Bhagavata Gita Vaditra Niswane Brahmayan Syandanam Vishnu Puramadhe Samantataha. How the Lord's chariot should be pulled. Not that you put the Lord on the chariot, then they pulled it. Okay, I did the Ratha Yatra. No, the procedure of doing Ratha Yatra is there should be a lot of kirtan, there should be a lot of spiritual activities, there should be a lot of singing the glories of the Lord. This is how the chariot should be done. If there is no kirtan, there is no charm in Ratha Yatra. Then, Kurvanti Nartaki Rupam Rathagram Kodukanvitam Apsarobhi Saha Kridam Kurvanti Indra Chaturdasaha. It may not be attractive to you, but still you should know, because you are all preachers, that those who dance in front of the Lord's chariot, Bharatanatyam dance or Odissi dance, sometimes the boys, I don't know what dance they say in Oriya, they all dress up like girls. And they dance. You cannot differentiate them in such a nicely way they do. I forget that name, very famous dance is there in Odisha. So in front of the chariot, you can see that there are a lot of Odissi dances. You may have noticed also in Ratha Yatra. Not all of them are girls. Also there are boys. You see. And some of them are, in a boy form, and some of them are in the women form. And they dance. If they do so, what happens? That Apsarobi Saha Krinam Kurvanti Indra Chaturdasa. 14 इंद्रों के राजत्व काल पर्यंत, the duration of 14 Indras, they can enjoy in the heavenly planets, somewhere in Nandan Kanana, Ah, they can enjoy with apsaras or the Gandharvas or whatever it is. Then you may say, why are you telling all these things to us? We are not interested. We say, Naham Vande Tabacharanayor Dandamad Danda Hetu Kumbhi Pakam Gurumapi Hare Narakam Napanetum Ramya Rama Tanulata Nandane Napirantum. We are not interested. Now the Shastra is not only meant for you. You see, the Shastra is meant for everyone. Even by reading Shastra and hearing Shastra, even the atheist people, most demoniac people, those who do not accept the existence of God, by hearing properly, they can also accept and they can come to also your platform at one point. And not only that, there are also people, those who like to worship the Lord in a very ritualistic way, in a very religious manner, but at the same time they have a lot of material desires. Like Dhruva Maharaj, you see, he wanted to enjoy the kingdom. He wanted to sit on the lap of his father. And then the Lord was very happy. He went to the forest, did his tapasya. Lord became happy. Okay, what do you want? I'm ready to give. He said, my dear Lord, I don't want anything. I came here to collect some pieces of glass. Now you have given me the kanchanam. By seeing you, I do not want anything else. But still the Lord said, never mind. You should be the king. No, I don't want to be. I don't want to entangle. No, but I want you. Because if you become the king, then all the prajas will become devotees. And in that way, I'm ready to fulfill the desires also, whatever inner desire you had before you came to me, to the jungle. So he made the arrangement so that Dhruva Maharaj was 36,000 years. He was the king and ruling. And he met devotees. You see. Then the Lord made a special place for him that is called Dhruvaloka. Exactly the same facilities, whatever is there in the Vaikuntha, same nature of Vaikuntha. So, people, those who have got that desire, okay, we wanted to enjoy a nice woman, nice man, or whatever it is in the heavenly planets. Actually, if you see the Karmakandas, the whole purpose of Karmakandis, 100% of this Karmakandis, that is what they wanted to do. Swarga phalam praptaye. What is Swarga phala? You enjoy like Indra, have properties, have girls there, and you enjoy. And Shastra says, never mind, come to Ratha Yatra. And dance in front of the Lord. You will have these facilities. So it is not that, you will do that because of yourself, but you can definitely preach to others. When you see that these guys are too materialistic, you can allure them. You can attract them. Come, everything is there. There is also a special package for you. Then, Molyena Chandana Syagre Gayamanas Gayagaha Badakahe Saharajendra Prayanti Harimandiram. Devotees, they do happily. They don't expect anything. Even if they don't have prasadam, never mind, will go and dance. If they have prasadam, this is well and good. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was dancing. A few years back, even when I was child also, that time the Kirtaniyas used to come, different groups, no expectations. Nowadays, you call a group of Kirtaniyas, Prashtapraharam. You have to pay a lot of money for them. Not only money also, and so many other things. You see. But some people, they definitely want money. Even if they take money and come and dance in front of the Lord, perform different type of, cultural activities, like Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, or, whatever it is, the Odissi, by taking money also, so these people, they will also go to Harimandiram, along with their players, Mridanga players. Really, Prabhu, you will have an opportunity. he plays nice Karnataka Mridangam. They can go back to Krishna Loka. Molyena Sandana Syagre Gayamanasya Gayakaha. Badake Saharajendra Prayanti Harimandiram. Then those who preach about the glories of the Rath Yatra, preaching in different things, preaching means also this is the kind of preaching we are doing. Whether you are preaching to 1 person, 2 persons, 5 persons, 10 persons, 1,000 of people, it is also spreading the glories of the Rath Yatra, or in electronics media or in the print media or whatever way you are preaching the glories of the Lord. Rathosavasya Mahatmam Kalo Bitanute Hijaha. Especially in Kali Yuga, those who are preaching the glories of the Rath Yatra, the glories of Krishna consciousness. And then maybe they have got different mentality like Punya Buddhi. Oh no, if I preach, I'll get some Punya. And if you don't have that Punya Buddhi also, devotees that don't have Punya Buddhi also, they don't want to gain Punya out of it. They wanted to please the Lord. And there are also people, Lobhena Pyathava Naraha, for money, for name, fame, distinction, whatever it is. Definitely money for the print medias and the electronics media. Some people, they never do anything unless they take money. Sometimes the devotees don't give me, but they don't give money to them, but they give laddus and prasadam and invite them. And then somehow or other we manage them and they give some advertisement. You see. Then what happens? They get the result of Bhumidanam. When the father disappears, leaves the body, in the Shraddha, everybody they try to do Bhumidanam. That time the Jamindars, they were doing Jamindar, they were doing Bhumidana, landlords. Nowadays, who can do? There's no Bhumi for themselves to reside in. But still, they have got that idea. They give the Bhumi Mulya. I cannot give you Bhumi, but I can give you Bhumi Mulya of 1 square feet or 2 square feet. That also they don't do. Just for name sake, they may be given 10 rupees. Okay, Bhumi Mulya, I give Bhumi Danam. Fine. And because you have a big heart and you don't have money to buy the Bhumi and give to the Brahmana, you give some Mulya and still you are benefited. Even if you give 5 rupees, for Mulya, Bhumi Mulya, still you are benefited. Now you see, these people, they get the Punya Bhumi Danam, not only a small piece of Bhumi, Saptadvipa Samudranta, Ratna Dhanya Samanvitaha, Sasaila Banapuspadhya, Tena Datta Mahi Bhavet. कलिकाल में पुण्य बुद्धि से अर्थात पुण्य लाभेच्छु होकर अथवा लोभ निबंधन रथोत्सव महिमा प्रचार करते हैं, वो क्या करते हैं? उनको क्या मिलता है कि वो रत्न धातु समन्विता, वनपुष्प विराजिता, ससागरा, सप्तद्वीपा पृथ्वी दान करते हैं. They get the result of giving danam of whole universe, including mountains and rivers and the and oceans and the trees and everything. Imagine what kind of benefit Krishna has given, Jagannath is giving to all of us, those who are interested in all these things. And if you do puja, one should do puja when the Lord is there on the chariot or Rath Yatra time, whatever it is. Puja. Bhajante ye ratharudham bhajante ye ratharudham deva sarveswareswaram tesam yatra kritam drunam kamanishtan prayachati. The people, those who do bhakti, perform devotional service. Bhajanti means performing devotional service towards the Lord, Lord Jagannath. So their desires get completely fulfilled. What kind of desires you have, that is up to you. You see, if you have spiritual desires, fine. If you have material desires also, for that you will be responsible for the consequences. but your desires will be fulfilled. Okay? Then Dadati Banchitan Kaman Antecha Paramam Padam. Not only he fulfills the desires, any kind of desires, even if you have material desires, not only he does that, but at the end, he brings you back or he takes you back to Golok Vrindavan. Okay, now you enjoy, you had a desire, now you enjoy, but at the end, I'll take you to my abode. Dadapi Banchitan Kaman Antecha Paramam Padam. Parama Padam means his supreme abode. Mangalam ye prakurvanti dhupa deepam tata dhupa deepas tatha stavam naivedyam vastu pujancha bhaktya nirajanam harehe. Mangalam ye prakurvanti means those who do arati by offering, while the Lord is there, offering the dhupa, deepa, arghyam, and the fan and chamara, and vastram, blowing conch, mother they do ululation, with all varieties, all the different things according to your capacity. If you offer to the Lord, and then naivedyam, bhoga, and also different paraphernalia, you want to give a nice dress to the Lord, or a nice chadar to the Lord, anything you want to give, any vastu you want to give, ingredients. And if you do that puja to the Lord, then no matter whatever, never matter how big sinful persons you are, including Brahmaswahari, those who plunder the properties of the Brahmanas, Gokhnascha, if somebody has killed cow in the past, Bhrunaha, those who are killing the Bhruna or embryo, what is it? Yeah. Now there are so many centers. Ainano Mati the Garbhapata Kendra. Now the government has opened so many abortion centers, which is legal now. It's very simple. And if somebody has done it also, that kind of persons, and Brahmanindaka, those who blaspheme Brahma, Param Brahma, Krishna, you see, then Mahapataka Yuktopi, different Patakas are there, and Mahapatakas are, they have a different category. I will not go for that. You have already studied in Bhagavad Gita. And Guru Talpagaha, if you have slept with the wife of your Guru, if he is a Grihastha Guru, if that has happened, also so serious offenses. Then Madhyapaha, if you have taken wine in your lifetime, Sarvapapobi, any kinds of sinful activities, Kali Kalina Mohitaha, by being bewildered by the influence of Kali Yuga, then Rathagrataha Padekena Muchyante Sarvapatakai. If you just go 1 feet ahead, if you walk 1 feet ahead also, walk with the Lord, with the chariot of the Lord, whether in the front or in the back, whether by you get the opportunity of holding the ropes or you don't get the opportunity of holding the ropes. Never mind. If you just walk 1 feet ahead, then you are freed from all kind of sins what is being described here. How important it is. Another thing, very, very important. Yesam grihagrato yati rathasto madhusudanaha puja testehi prakartabhya vitta satya vivarjite. Suppose the chariot is rolling in front of your house, or in the route where you are staying, or nearby also. So that person or those persons, they should offer some pujas. And how? By giving up the kanjusi. Vita satya vivarjita. I don't know what do you say kanjusi in English. Miserliness. That means, you spend some of the money that should pinch you. No, I should spend so much of money, so that you will think, oh, if I spend that much of money, is my budget is going to support me? No matter, even if I get some difficulties, I will spend a good amount of money for the pleasure of the Lord. That is called Vitta Satya Vivarjitaha. You are not giving a bhiksha, okay. Jagannath is not, putting his hand so that you give some bhiksha to the Lord Jagannath. You spend some good amount of money according to your capacity. And it should pinch in your heart. No, no, no. I should give this much. I'll spend a good amount of money. In that way, you do the puja. Then those who do puja, yah punah kurute puja grihayate to madhave vasate sudadvipe tu javat indra chaturdasa. Those who do puja, when the Lord's chariot is rolling in front of your house, then if you do puja, then you go and stay in Sadadipa for 14. Again, I'm sorry, I do not, my English is very bad. Forgive me. 14 Indras, every Manmantar has got one Indra. Up to 14 Manmantaras, of the time of the 14 Manmantaras, you go and stay in Sadadipa, the spiritual world. This is a kind of telling only. 14 Manantara means Jadgatpana Nivartanta Dhama Paramama. Eternally you stay there. And if you don't do puja karne kya dosh hai? Rathena gachan Bhagavan anugamya akhile jane hai swaswa अन्यथा दोष महान भवेत. भगवान जिस समय रथारूढ़ होकर के गमन करते हैं, when the Lord is boarded on the chariot and the chariot is rolling, the Lord is passing through the road, उस समय निखिल व्यक्ति और आत्माराम जन, all kinds of people, including the Atmaramas like Sukdev Goswami, they shouldn't think that now we have become a pure devotees, we don't have to worship the Lord. Only this is for the general people to do. No, even those kind of persons also, जब देखते हैं कि भगवान के रथ जाता है, कि the chariot is rolling, तो उन लोगों को भी पूजा करना चाहिए. Everyone should worship the Lord. Otherwise, it becomes offense. Too offensive. We become too offensive. And it is said, anarchita yada yati grihadyasya mahidharaha pitaras tasya vimukaha varshanam dasapanchata. That means, if the Lord is just past your house or that road, that area, but he is not being worshipped by you, then pitaras tasya vimukaha, the pitri purushas, the departed soul, they become disgusted. They become practically inimical to you. They do not give their blessings. Even if you invite them for the marriage of your son, daughter, grandson, granddaughter, and do the Abhyudayika Shraddha or Mangalika Shraddha or Vriddhi Shraddha, there are different names. Or you give Tarpanam in Pitrupaksha, Matrupaksha, okay? Or whenever you go to the different holy places like Ganga, this and that, you offer some water. They become so frustrated with you, then they do not agree to take any water or pinda from you. You rascal. What could be the wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Or if you would have done this puja to Lord Jagannath, now we could be delivered now. And because you didn't do so, now you have to still continue with these material problems. You don't have brain. And now you are coming to offer the pindas and tarpanas. I'll not accept from you. And at least for 15 years, they don't accept. They're even hungry. They're even hungry. You see. And definitely nobody wants that situation. You have to get Pitru Dosa. Then you have to go to different places and pay Brahmanas and the Grahopasakas and different people. Then let us talk about those who do the decoration of the chariot, whether it is flower decoration or the clothes, canopy, or the different We don't have ratnas and money and manikyas. At least we have these imitation jewelries, and the looks like muktas, but not mukta, maybe 10 rupees per mala or whatever it is. Decorate the chariot in a very nice way, in a very attractive way. If you do that, Sri Krishna Radha Sobham ye prakurvanti praharsitaha. With pleasure, those who do that. Tesham manoratha vapti jachate purushottama. The Lord fulfills their desires. Whatever desires you may have. The devotees, they don't have material desires. The devotees, they have spiritual desires, devotional desires. Your desires will be fulfilled. Sri Krishna Radhason Sobha Yaha Karoti Svasaktitaha. Somebody may think, well, the chariot, if I will decorate the chariot with flowers, it may be 50,000 rupees. In Mayapur, yeah, we spend that much of money, 50, 60, 70, 80, 1 lakh. If they do a marriage, at least 1 lakh rupees they spend for flower decoration. But if you tell them do for this Ratha Yatra, they may not be able to do. But never mind. If you cannot do yourself alone, take your friends and relatives and your network. Find out some people, those who will cooperate with you all together. You do the decoration. Sasaktitaha. And you donate according to your capacity. Then Banchitam Tasayachanti Nitya Surya Doya Graha. You don't have to worship the Navagrahas. All the Navagrahas will be so happy on you when they see you that you are somehow or other beautifying the chariot. They will actually take care of all your needs, whatever you want. They are the karma phala pradata. They are being appointed by the Lord. So they'll take care of you. Krishnasya rathosobam yaha patakadi samanvitam. Those who decorate the Lord's chariot with pataka, with different things. Koroti paranarinam bhokta manvantarani sat. Up to 6 manvantaras. Then one can enjoy the beautiful ladies in the heavenly planet. Again, this is for the materialistic type of people, not for devotees. I know you are not interested to hear this. By hearing all these things, you may be frustrated. But then you must know these things so that you can tell to other people. That is the idea of actually telling so detailed here. Krishnasya rathosobham ye prakurvanti praharsita pade pade tatha putra tesam punyam prayagajam. So many people, they want to go to Prayag, Allahabad and many different places to get punyam. But if you just do the decoration of the chariot, you'll easily get it. You don't have to do anything else. Then okay, if you just do Jayadhwani also, the Jagannath Swami ki, that is also enough. You see, Ratha Yatra sthite Krishne Jayati Prabhadanti ye Karoti Jayati cha punaryebe shrunu punyam badamiham. When Krishna is there on the chariot and you give Jayadhwani, like Mahaprabhu used to do. Jayatu Jananivaso Jaivaki Janma. We have read in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Jayatu Jayatu Devo Devaki Nandanoyam. Jayatu Jayatu Krishna Brishnivransa Pradipaha. Jayatu Jayatu Megha Syamala Komalango. Jayatu Jayatu Prithvi Bharanasa Mukundaha. And if you don't remember all these slokals also, never mind. Many people definitely, especially those who are on the chariot, they encourage people. जोर से बोलिए, प्रेम से बोलिए, जगन्नाथ स्वामी की जय करने में क्या तकलीफ है भाई? जयदान करने से जय दिले जय होवे, बंगाली में बोलते हैं. अब भगवान के नाम पर जय ध्वनि दोगे तो अब खुद का जय होगा. All glories to the Lord. Actually, all glories to you. You see. Then what kind of benefit you get? Ganga Dware Prayagecha Ganga Sagar Sangame Varanasya Tirthesu Devan Archaiva Darsane Jatphalam Kabibhi Proktam Karsnayena Chandareswaraha Jaya Sabde Krute Vishnu Rathaste Tat Phalam Smritam. You see, you go to Ganga Dwar, Haridwar, you go to Prayag, you go to Ganga Sagar. Ganga Sagar, to go to Ganga Sagar is very difficult. Nowadays it is little bit, it has become easy, but still it is difficult. There is a Pana Tirtha in Bangladesh, the birthplace of Advaita Acharya. Oh, it's very difficult to go there. Very tiring. Okay, if you go to all these places and then you go and have darshan of all the deities in the temple and do puja, whatever result you will get, whatever punya or whatever devotional result you will get, simply by giving Jayadhwani to the Lord, you will get all these results. Jaya Sabde Krute Vishnu Rathaste Tat Phalam Smritam. Again, Ratharude Mahavishnu Ye Kurvanti Jayasvanam Pujancha Akhila Papebhyo Mukta Yanti Pare Hare Padam. If you are giving Jayadhwani and you are offering some puja according to your capacity, Dhupa Deepak, Naivedyam, and Chamara and Pankha, and blowing of the conches, and doing kirtan, any kind of activities for the pleasure of the Lord. You see, that is puja. It's not that all the time you have to do puja with playing, by ringing the bell and offering big Raja Bhoga. It may not be possible. Bhishmadev was doing puja while he was sleeping on the bed of the arrows. See, he was doing puja. How he was doing puja? He was not able to move his hand also. He was not able to move his head also. Before he was able to do that because his head was sitting like that. Later on, Arjuna made the system of pillow. The pillow made by arrows. Duryodhana was bringing some cotton pillows or whatever it is. He said no. He was not able to move his head also. Only thing what he was doing, he was speaking only. Oh Krishna, you came. I'm so grateful to you. Oh Muni, Rishis, Devarsi, Maharshis, you have come here at the time of my departure of this body. You have come here. Please be happy on me. Bless me. So maybe things like that. Or maybe he was telling, hey Krishna, Karuna, Sindhu, Dinabandhu, Jagatpati. And of course, if the Vishnu Stuti he was doing. That is puja also. So you should offer stava. That is also puja. Like Jagannathastakam, Mukundamala Stotram, Sikshastakam, these are all prayers. Pure prayers. Prahlad Maharaj's prayers. Now you are going through in Bhagavatam. Everybody, you can see that devotees, they wear malas, prasadi mala. It's very, very important. It's said here, Bhaktya Grunhyati yo malam Vaishnavim Mangalasrayam. Those who accept the mala on their neck, Notesam durlabham kinchid yahloke paratracha. For them, nothing is impossible. Everything they desire, they will get it simply by wearing a mala given by the Lord, or coming from the Lord. But the point is that how do you get a mala? The Lord may be having 5 malas and 1,000 people will go and bother the pujaris, give me a mala, give me a mala, give me a mala. How the pujaris are going to supply the malas? The secret of getting a mala is you met at least 3 to 4 malas and offer to the Lord. Then if you tell the pujaris now, please give me a prasadi mala, the pujari will be happy to give you. But if you don't make mala, don't expect mala also. You give garland to the Lord. Then you can get a garland. That is the way. Then if you take the garland, prasadi garland, then and sarvayatnena. So actually you should be very much interested. You should take all kinds of care to somehow to get a mala. And when you do that, all your desires will be fulfilled because that mala can give you sukha and moksha and bhakti also. All these things this mala can give you. And another thing is the pura sobha. While the Lord is actually going through the road on the city, there should be no dirt. Whether you clean or some or other make arrangements for the go to the municipality guys and some or other convince them to clean that the Lord is coming. Better you clean. Take away all the garbages. Take away all these nonsensical hoardings. Or people, they should make nice hoarding of the Vrindavan Lila, and they should put in different places. So when the Lord will go, he does not have to see all this naked situation, all dirty situation. He look at the Lila, but it's there in the hoardings. Vrindavan Lila, flowers, this, that. The Lord will be happy. That is Purasabha. And also, in front of your house, you make a nice, in South Indian especially, I have seen people how nicely they put alpana, what do you say? Rangoli. They make nice rangolis. Then they put the Purna Kumbha with coconut and the mango flowers and the garland and the clothes. Then also offer lamps and incense and frankincense and ethers and the scented, water. This is all these things you do. And then also, even if the Lord is quite far from you, never mind, you offer the bhogas. Because all the bhogas, it may not be reaching directly on the top of the chariot. Never mind. It is said that even if you are not so pure, even if you are even if you are standing on the dead body, if that situation also takes place, and still you offer something to the Lord has a very big hand. The Lord's hand will come and take the bhoga and he will release it. There is no sparsha dosa. The Lord actually tells the Pancharatrika Vidhis, his protocol, don't come with me better. You'll be bothering me all the time. One time we were, we wanted to make some arrangement for our Guru Maharaj, some security guard. So he was not comfortable. He wanted to go here and there, and what security guard will do? You see? So similarly, that protocol he did not accept. So similarly, the Lord also said, you bother me so much in the temple. So now I don't want that kind of botheration. Now I am completely eager to meet my devotees. I wanted to accept their puja, their feelings. So we stay back in the temple. So that is why you can see that even we have seen so many times, that time nobody was barred to come to the chariot and embrace the Lord. I am sure those who have gone to the Ratha Yatra, you have also done so. I have done so many times. Even ISKCON devotees, foreign devotees, they were allowed to go to the chariot. You see. But somehow or other, Shankaracharya of Puri, now this person is too envious. I'm also his fan, the kind of knowledge he has and the Shastra and the kind of truth he speaks sometimes, but not all the time he is speaking the truth. Now he has made a rule. Now Shastra says one shouldn't touch the Lord. No outsiders, only the Sevayas. Now, if you give some logistic, regions, no, because the chariot will be overloaded and there will be disturbances. That's another thing. You just cannot make your own rule out of the Shastras. No, one shouldn't touch. Where it is mentioned? This is what you are telling now. You understand? Where it is mentioned that you cannot touch the Lord on the chariot? There is no dosa. So you should do the Purasabha, and then you should make a lot of gates, big gates, and the everywhere, the toranas and also the banana trunks you should put for the pleasure of the Lord. And starting from the temple all the way up to the Gundicha temple. Then those who are walking along with the rod, along with the chariot, whether in the front or in the back. In Puri also, it is okay when you walk with this in both sides because the road is big enough, but still You have to be very careful. So when you are working with the Lord, रथेन सह गच्छन्ति पुरतः पृष्ठतो ग्रतः विष्णुनैव समाम सर्वे भवन्ति स्वपचादयः. Even if the dog eaters they walk along with the chariot, they will be considered as as respectable as Vishnu. They will be considered as Vishnu Ganas, associates of Vishnu. रथस्थम ये न गच्छन्ति भ्रममाणम जनार्दनम विप्राध्ययन संपन्ना भवन्ति स्वपचाधमाः. And if you don't go, and you may be a big learned Brahmana, studied a lot of shastras, that person is actually considered lower than the dog eaters. You see. Nanu brajanti jo mohat brajantam parameswaram jnanagni dagdha karmapi sabhavet brahmarakhyasa. If you do not go and you think you are very important or you have so many other things to do, priorities are there, no matter how much of jnana you have accumulated, you may have burned all your karma because of the jnanas, but still, if you don't do that, it will become a brahmarakhyasa. Sabhavet brahmarakhyasa. रथानुगमनम यैवै कुर्वन्ति द्विजसत्तमः तेषां च बन्धनं भूयः करिष्यन्ति सुरादिभिः. So those who are pulling the chariot and walking along with the chariot, after the death, you see, even after the death, before the death definitely, even after the death, the demigods, they practically worship them. They glorify them. Oh, these people are so fortunate. Rathanugamanam tattu bhajante paramam padam. Anyway, so one can definitely be free from the pangs of these material problems like Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi. Because time is very short, I do not know. Now the procedure is given here, how you should take the Lord. I'm not going to do that. Now I'm not going to tell you because you have now I think we have to end very quickly. But I'll definitely like to tell you the importance of the Gundicha temple. Because that is something very, very important. There is only one day for Rath Yatra and another for Ulta Rath, Pratyagamanam. But there are 7 days in the Gundicha. So that one we should know what is the glories of that. And when later on, when we have time, then we can talk about how the chariot Rath Yatra should be performed. What are the bhogas one should have offer on the chariot? What is the shastric injunctions? Don't offer rice, dal, sabji, this and that. Okay. So when before the Lord boards the chariot, that time you offer khichdi or anything, chappanna bhoga or 100 chappanna bhoga or 300 chappanna bhoga, I don't care. Shastra doesn't care about it. But on the chariot, we don't offer. What kind of things you should offer? If we have time, we can discuss. But now let me talk about whatever injunctions are there in the Shastra that we can talk. Then so that Gundicha temple is the birthplace of the Lord. You should tell the Lord, Yajna Vedariyam Vishnu Janma Bhumi Stava Prabho, the Yajna Vedi, where the Yajna was performed by Indradumna, and where the Lord actually manifested himself. This is your birthplace, Janma Bhumi. Purvam Toya Bhagavata Saptaham Mandapottame. And you have actually ordered us to organize your yatra, and you would like to stay here for 7 days. Total 9 days, coming one day, going one day, staying 7 days. So that is why actually, my Lord, we have made the arrangement. Now we have come to your birthplace. So now we are asking your permission so that we can take you. And there you shouldn't delay so much because the Lord is going to Vrindavan. He is very eager to meet the Gopis, father, mother, brothers. You shouldn't keep so much of time. Don't waste the time of the Lord there on the chariot. Once he reaches there, immediately he should go. Immediately, in the sense, as less time as possible, it should take. It wouldn't take a lot of long time. There also, you should do Gita, Nrityadikam, Tatcha, Karayet, Cha Manoramam, Tat Samapya Tato Vishnu, Jagannath Se Bhupate. There you should make you should organize big festivals there. Everyday cultural program, Kirtan, this, that. And it should be, that place should be very nicely arranged. Then, not that one year you do and another year you don't do. Every year you should do that. Pratyabdam rachayet rajan bhakti saddhanvita muda. So that everybody can see Krishna, Balaram and Subhadra Devi in the Mahavedi. Mahavedi means Gundicha temple. Those who have darshan, those who will take darshan of Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadra Sudarshan in Mahavedi, so they get the result of performing 1000 Aswamedha Yajna, Bhajapeya Yajna. There is no doubt. Many people there in South India, many people they do Yajna, very much attracted to, because they know that the Yajna has got some special effect on them. But if you go and have darshan, you get the much more result than by performing a yajna. Anyway, nowadays can't perform the yajna also. Very difficult. Because Shastric injunctions are there, so we perform the yajna. Even in our literatures also, Haribhakti Vilas, some cases we need to perform the yajna also, like samskaras, vivahas, like that. Then people, Mahavidya Maham Drakshe Manasa Chintayutuya, so Aswamedha Sahasrasya Phalam Prapnoti Manavaha. Those who think in their mind, I should go to the Gundicha temple, I should go to the Mahavedi, where the Lord is residing for 7 days. Those who think that I should go, or I want to go, just by thinking, you can get the result of performing 1000 Aswamedha Yajna. Then, Sese Gachet Puram Sthanam Pasyatam Kim Badamyam. If somebody finally can go and make it to come to the Gundicha temple and have darshan of the Lord, what can we say? You won't believe now what I'm going to say. Sakrut Dishtva Vimuktha Syat Kimanye Bahubhasane. If you go once there and have darshan once, then what happens? Niladro Dasavarshani Trikalarcham Susanjataha. If you go to Niladri, where the Lord stays, I don't know, 365 days minus 8, how many days are there? Or 9, whatever. That many days in a year. If you go there every day, and 3 times you go Mangalarati and Bhogarati and Sandhyarati, maybe Sayanarati or whatever it is, and have darshan of Jagannath there. For how many years? For 10 years, 3 times a day. Whatever result you will get. Vishnu darshanam to jaccha phalam bhavati bhupate tatphalam samavapnoti mahavedyam nirikshana. If you once go and see the Lord in the Mahavedi Gundicha Mandapam, you get the same result. 10,000 into 3. That many times you go to the Jagannath temple, where the Lord stays right now, the Lord is there, right? The big temple, Sri Mandira. Whatever result you will get, just one time you go to Gundicha temple and have darshan, you get the same result. Then ekaham api chandranto visnostasya nirikshanaat. Many people they go in the day, never mind. But if you go in the night, in the evening, your result gets multiplied into 10. So evening darshan is much more important than the day darshanam. Tasmat dasagunam proktam prapnayat phalamuttamam. And those who go there all the time, diva ratraj sandhyayam je pasyanti narottamaha. Morning, daytime, evening time, all the time, you make sure that you are going there. Then Vaikuntha Vasana Stesyo Kalpakoti se Bhupate. Then you become eternal, you get eternal visa for Vaikuntha or Golok Vrindavan. People, they take so much of trouble to get a visa to go to America. So now you get the permanent visa for, for Goloka, Vaikuntha. Then people, they wanted to become free from Durgati, misfortune. Purvamandapam Utsajya Paramandapa Vasinam Ramam Krishnam Subhadram cha Paschatam Nasti Durgati. There is no Durgati. Those who see the Lord in Gundicha temple. And those who give up their home for 7 days, forget about it. I'm going to stay there. Mahaprabhu used to do that. Mahaprabhu used to give up Gambhira. And he was staying there in Jagannath Vallabha, so that it is nearer to the Gundicha temple, so that he can go all the time to the Gundicha temple and have darshan of the Lord there. See, because the Gundicha temple is non-different from Vrindavan, Sundarachal. And Mahaprabhu, his love for Vrindavan, has got no comparison. So then what happens? If you go there, give up your home, or at least if you cannot give up your home, try to give much more time there, and take the opportunity. Bhaktya paramaya stitva muhu pasantitana yada. When you see, when you have darshan, tesam punya phalam bhupah sankhya kah kyama bhavet. Who can count? Your computer will be failed. You see, the kind of result you will get. Those who go there and with bhakti, they have darshan of the Lord. Then the most important thing is that one should note it down, write it down, put it in your memory. Samarpya bahulam bhogam bhojayanti tatot bijan. You cook varieties of bhoga and in great extent, big, big, lot of bhogas, not only in kinds, but also in quantity. Not only, varieties, but also in quantity. You offer the bhogas, and then you invite the Vaishnavas or the Brahmanas. You see, a Brahmana can be a Vaishnava also. He will perform the bhakti, but definitely the Vaishnavas are the Brahmanas. Because the Vaishnavas, they have the qualities of the Brahmanas. So Dvija means here definitely the Vaishnavas also. Even if they are not Vaishnavas, still you can invite the Dvijas, because Dvijas are also important. And if you feed them, if you offer a lot of bhoga in big quantity, lot of big varieties, and offer to the Lord, and then you feed the Vaishnavas and the Brahmanas, then tesam koti phalanesyus tesu pridu jagatpati. The Lord becomes very pleased upon them. Jasmin tusha jagat tushtam prinite prinitam jagat. He becomes very pleased. What else you need? You want the satisfaction of the Lord, right? So, in unlimited times, you get more result. Actually, in Puri, you won't believe. Everyone knows that the Pandas are always interested in money. And they would like to see that people are feeding them every time, all over the year. That kind of things we know. Okay, the Puri people are like that. The Pandas are like that. Always they want donation in kinds or in notes, whatever it is. But I tell you, this 7 days, the Pandas, they offer a lot of bhoga, or they sponsor they buy a lot of bhoga from the temple, prasadam from the temple, Gundicha temple, and they invite the Brahmanas and Vaishnavas. I have gone many times. Our Jagannath Panda, our ISKCON Panda. Anyway, he's ISKCON Panda. Okay, he likes ISKCON also. Okay. He likes the money of ISKCON, and also into some extent the devotees of ISKCON. Also, he's a gentleman, then I have seen. And even these people, they invite us. And they invite the Brahmanas and the Vaishnavas, and they feed them a lot. Every day. And they give dakshina also. I was thinking, what is happening? When I was a little bit new, I didn't know, I didn't study this, I didn't read this. I was thinking, What is happening to the Pandas? The Pandas, they always eat. Now they are feeding others. Because of this. Because of these instructions. They understand that the Lord will be pleased and they get unlimited time benefit. See. Then Gundicha, Gundicha, Ityevam, Jay Jalpanti Narottamaha. Those who chant the name of Gundicha, Gundicha temple, Gundicha temple, if you just say that also, they sarve sarvajigyanam prapnuvanti phalam mahat. They get the result of performing all kinds of yajna. Bhavabandhat vimuktaste, and then also become the free from bhavabandhanam. You see, from the bondage of this material life. Gundicha Nama Kirtanat, simply by chanting or uttering the name of Gundicha. Paschyatam bhakti bhavena najana kim phalam nripa. If somebody will really, if he chanting the name of Gundicha, uttering the name of Gundicha, that much of result he is getting, but to speak of that person who goes and have darshan of the Lord in Gundicha. 1 minute, huh? Just 1 minute. I will not take more than that. My daughter is already given me the signals. Stop, stop now, the time is over. Okay. Manoratham phalanyevam labdhante mokshamaapnuya. Rathukosam samakarnam jehrushyanti narottamaha. I don't know whether you got sound here or not, but in Puri, transcendental sound. 16 wheels are there. When that chariot rolls on the grand road, you find the sound there. Beautiful, transcendental sound. Definitely that will give you a lot of pleasure. When you get pleasure also, and then also those who are somehow or other, the shade is falling on you. The Ratha shade is falling on you. And you take shelter of that shade. Then you become completely free from Brahmatya also. And then you become free from the bondage of this material world. And then the thing I was telling, sprishta bhavo nasti, sprishta bhavo doso nasti tatra tapodhanaha. So there is no dosa. Oh, if I touch, no, nothing like that. Touching. Even if you are standing on the dead body of a man, or you are completely contaminated, don't hesitate. The Lord does not hesitate to receive you. If you have sutak, mritak, now there's a lot of discussion is going on in Puri, in Varanasi. So all the dosas are there. When somebody takes birth in the family or somebody dies in the family, then he becomes contaminated for some times. Even if you have that situation, never mind, you go to have darshan of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Jagannath Ratha Yatra ki jai. I'm sorry, I'm little late in finishing. Anybody has any question, please? Otherwise, if you have no questions, you're already 7 minutes late.
So, Hare Krishna. Any questions are there? We can take it offline, no problem. So, Prabhuji will be here. So, thank you so much, Prabhuji, for setting the right mood for the upcoming Rath Yatras. And we have 2 Rath Yatras that are coming up, one in IBK and one in ICC also. So, thank you so much. Let us all express our deep gratitude by loudly chanting once Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
The purpose of telling you all these things that you please think, meditate, where and which service you can fit yourself. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Before we proceed, many devotees are hearing from Bhadracaru for the first time. So I'll just, in a brief, I also don't know much in detail, but I know this much, that is senior disciple of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. He is born and brought up in Odisha, so because of which he has so much of attraction for Lord Jagannath naturally. And he served in the Mayapur for a long time, and he has taken up many responsibilities in terms of preaching and Namahatta and other services there, and especially in terms of the samskaras and the yajna and all. And when I was just telling about that, then Gaur Chandra Gopinath Prabhu was sharing that, Prabhu, my initiation happened on the spot, suddenly, like me, Jagannath and his wife had gone, three of us only got initiated, and immediately Jagata Swami Maharaj called Bhadracaru and told, do their yajna. So since that's how I came to know about Proji hosting. So and last year I remember just before Janmashtami, Proji had come here and he was going. He said, "I'm going to Janmashtami to Guwahati because on the day of Janmashtami they do all the samskaras to the Lord there." So he performs that also. So and also he's very scholarly. We all could see that how reading the Sanskrit shlokas and he was explaining. So we're very fortunate now. Uh, his daughter and son-in-law, they have shifted just next building. So he's going to be there for some more time here and keep getting his valuable association. Let's express our deep gratitude to him by chanting Hare Krishna mantra once. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Thank you very much. We'll proceed down for the announcement. Thank you.